What's good, Life and Poetry fam? And welcome back to the channel with your boy, your host, the one and only, Marcus T, this guy. And we are back with another video. Life and Poetry fam, I believe in the video that was prior to this one here, I hinted towards a new series coming on the channel. And I want to talk to you about that today. I want to go a little bit more in depth about what that's going to be about, what it's going to pre-tell, so on and so forth in this video here. But before we jump into that, I need you guys to do me a huge favor and go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And once you've done that, please be sure to turn on that notification bell so that every time we here at Life and Poetry drop a new video, you can be notified, right? And remember, guys, that we say we, that I say we, because you never know who's going to pop up and grace us with their presence here on the channel. There may be some old faces or some new faces you don't know, but you know you have to do what? You got it. Cut that bell on so that you can stay informed. Right? Now, Life Poetry fam, let's talk about this new series, right? Now you know that I've been working on a few projects off camera behind the scenes. And if you don't know, guys, I've worked on some new projects behind the scenes, such as book number 3. I believe we talked about book number 3 before. We talked about the podcast. I think I hinted towards me joining a second podcast as well. We would dive into that in another video. But today I want to talk about this specific series because outside of book number 3, I'm also working on writing a book, a chapter book that will pretty much be the way that I can share my story in a format that's a bit that's more open and more developed than just doing videos for you guys. Now it's not that I don't want to continue doing videos, because I am, but I believe that my story and those who have stories like it will benefit from this here. I want this to be a project of triumph and victory and overcoming and fear and everything that's in between, everything that goes with overcoming something that is as life changing as what I have been going through in my life. But again, I want to write a chapter book on that, and in the new series, guys, I want to break down a few steps as to how to write a book. Right now, I've talked about the journey to my book, which was the journey to book number 2. My second poetry book was Intimacy, Poetic Expressions. I've talked to you guys about poetry in its raw form, different types of poetries, how to write it, how to develop your voice, how to find who you are as a writer, so on and so forth. This series, I want to go a bit more in depth. I want to do something with this here that can give you something else to do. If you're not a poetry writer, if you want to write a chapter book or a novel, I think that these steps can help. Now, disclaimer: these aren't my steps. Now, this is my first time writing a chapter book. I've written short stories before, children's stories, poetry, songs, so on and so forth. But a chapter book is something it's new to my wheelhouse. It'll be new to me doing. So I did what I do best. If I write anything, if I dive into something new, I do a tremendous amount of research on how to the what ifs, the hows, the whys, and everything that pertains to that there. And in doing so, I came across this master class, if you will, on how to write a book, right? On how to write a book, the complete step-by-step guide. And in the series, I'm gonna be breaking down those there. I don't know how many parts are gonna be yet. It may be one episode. I don't know, but we will see. We go forward. Most likely, it's not gonna be one episode. Most likely, it's gonna be like maybe 5, 6, or 9, 10, maybe 10 episodes. I don't know. It's a lot of information to get to you guys. And I'm going to sum it up in words that I think that you guys can understand. That'll be on a level of if you're like me, you are a new writer and you want this information for yourself. But again, this was from a masterclass that I found online. I said and I researched this, and I'm still researching and I'm still going through other things, trying to figure out how to start this book. How do I even get the ground running? Because this is completely different than writing poetry. Composing a book in itself is tedious and it's intricate. There's a lot of complexities to it. So I can just imagine how it would be with this book here. The poetry books, I know poetry. I can write. I can write. I can write poetry. I with poetry. Remember, I told you guys before about how I write my poetry. 9.95 times out of 10, I'm breaking all the rules. I don't follow rules pretty much when it comes to writing. I write the right. Um, but with this book here, I'm gonna have to follow a few rules, I think. Um, and hopefully this guide here will help me navigate those avenues as I'm even starting the draft of this book here. And I guess that'll be book number 4. I guess so. Or actually, I don't know, because you never know what comes out after book number 3. I don't know how long it'll take to write this book here, but I also don't want to be stagnant either. In When it comes to my poetry getting out there. So I will continue to write the poetry. I'm quite sure there'll be another book after the third poetry book comes out. Um, but I think for me, writing this chapter book is going to be uh, another stage of healing for me. And I know that even as I was sitting down with myself and as I was sitting with God, I was praying to God. I don't want to have to go back through, the woes of what I had to go through to get to where I am today mentally and emotionally when it comes to even expressing or talking about what I've been through. But it God had revealed to me, and He told me as He comforted me in this process here. Even when I went to Him with this idea about this book here, um, He reminded me that sometimes you have to go back through it. Sometimes you have to relive it to be able to share it with other people. Um, and in that is knowing that you aren't where you were when you first started. You're stronger. You're wiser. You have more courage to face it because you're more equipped to deal with what comes from walking back into that there, knowing that you can walk yourself back out at any time you want to. Um, so it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey, and as I always tell people, even I tell my writers who I work with, who work with me, who I've trained over the years, that your writing is not a sprint. Um, it's a marathon. And in some cases, it's a relay. Some cases, you have to pass the baton. And with that, I mean, sometimes you have to bounce ideas off of other people, off of other things. That's what I mean by passing the baton. You have to walk into those next stages. And even if you passing the baton to yourself as you walk through that next chapter and where you want to get to with your writing, with your expression, do so, right? But take your time while you do it. And take the time for self, not for people, for self. Don't worry about deadlines. I know we set deadlines with a lot of things, and that's fine. Sometimes you want to get out of work at a set time. But don't force it. Let it be unapologetically organic as you write, which you choose to write. And I'm choosing to do that with this book here. This book, excuse me, will be a testament for myself as to where I've been, where I was, where I am now, and where I'm going. Right, and I'm standing on that. I know with the grace of God and with the help of Him, the courage that He's bestowed upon me to even venture into this journey of my life, even as I expressed it in the Truth Unveiled series here on the YouTube channel. I know that God is going to help me through this place here, and that He's going to align me with people to help push me through, even if I have to pass the baton. You know, and I'm looking forward to it. I will keep you guys up to date as we go through with the writing process. But for right now, I want to do this series here, which I believe will come out next week. I believe next Monday it'll come out. I think. Let me get some planning through this week here. But I believe this will be the only video here that comes out on the channel this week here, as I'm prepping for the new series to come out. Is the complete chapter the complete step-by-step guide to writing a book series. So I said you guys be patient with me. Support it. If you guys know anybody who's writing, who's going through this here, who needs this information, guys, please feel free to share with them. Send them my way as we can talk shop. We can share ideas, or they can just listen to the video and possibly pull something from this here as they venture into their journey into writing. But Life and Poetry fam, we're gonna close out here. And as always, I love you guys so much. Thank you for rocking with me and allowing me to rock with y'all. As we used to say, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's all love here at Life and Poetry. No matter what happens, we are a family. And families agree, families disagree. It's okay. We'll still get through. We'll still be together in the end. Again, and also don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that the notification bell is turned on. Um, and and go out this week here and challenge yourself to step outside the box. I challenge you to go out this week here and challenge yourself to step outside of your box, to do something different, and pour into yourself this week here as we're preparing to go into February, and just do it unapologetically, guys. So as always, remember, stay safe, be blessed, and until next time, we out. Peace.